One of the most popular cities in the world, the city of dreams, home to Bollywood where time is money, Mumbai. Surrounded by the Arabian Sea and vast wilderness of Sanjay Gandhi National Park, a leopard territory, Mumbai is becoming a concrete jungle and the Asia's endangered wild leopards are fighting for their lives. Sanjay Gandhi National Park is a vast and exceptional wilderness of 104 square kilometers of an untamed land of freedom, a stretch of prime wildlife of Mumbai, a forest full of mysteries and wild creatures, and the endangered leopards. SGNP is home to the most enigmatic big cats, 33 leopards. This pure wilderness in the heart of Mumbai city is surrounded by a population of 20 million people. As the human population is expanding and natural habitats of leopards in Mumbai are shrinking, leopards, livestock, and people are increasingly coming into conflict over living space and food. The impacts are often huge. People lose their livestock and sometimes their lives. Although leopards have been coexisting with humans for many years, their numbers are believed to have diminished recently as a consequence of increasing conflicts with humans. During the last 10 years, attacks on livestock seem to have increased in many parts of the leopard's range. Leopards are legally protected in India, but the population is declining because of poaching for skin, bones, and body parts, which are sold on the black market, as well as due to habitat destruction and lack of prey base. There were 41 deaths of leopards reported in 2011 during the leopard-human conflict from various parts of Maharashtra, and 28 deaths of leopards in conflict with Mumbai alone, and 484 deaths reported overall in India in 2014 and 2015 due to leopard-human conflicts, as well as road accidents near protected areas. Retaliatory killing is considered to be the main reason behind the killings of over 15 leopards in 2015. Human-leopard conflict is a complex issue. This leopard dynasty is the lifeline of Mumbai's national park. The leopards here are filmed and studied for decades, but conflicts are inevitable, and situations may arise any time to tackle this and manage the leopard-human conflicts. And now, a duo veterinarian couple with a passion for leopards from My Vet's Charitable Trust and Research Center are taking the charge to save them. The challenge was immense and the criticism was high, but with this innovative strategy, a solution for ultimate wildlife treatment care inside the Wildlife Rescue Ambulance for leopards and their commitment to protect them, the idea has become the reality. In association with SGNP with financial support from most esteemed organization Tata Trust and My Vets Trust, and the technology is now known to the world. The conceptual design of Wildlife Rescue Ambulance was also published in the Zoological Association of America Journal, which itself is a validation of excellent work. Two passionate, dedicated, and innovative wildlife veterinarians of My Vet's Charitable Trust and Research Center are working for their conservation and protection, are the ray for hope for the future in the wildlife conservation with the use of wildlife technology and specialized veterinary care. This is an untold story of leopard-human conflicts mitigations with technology innovated by My Vet's Trust.
या व्हेकलचा फायदा असा आहे रेस्क्यू व्हेकलचा की आपण थोड्या अंतरावर राहून सुद्धा त्याच्यामध्ये सर्व व्यवस्था आहे त्या व्यवस्थेचा उपयोग करून अशा वेळी त्यांना बेहोश करून आपल्याला पुढे नेता येतं. संजय गांधी नॅशनल पार्क पासून ताडोबापर्यंत अशा ठिकाणी ही वाहनं आपण उपलब्ध करणार आहोत.
Protecting big cats as a woman wildlife veterinarian is a tough and a prestigious job, which I'm very proud of. It takes a lot of guts, passion for the environment, and a nerve of steel to protect the big cats of India.
Dr. Madhurita Gupta came to India initially to find out more on wildlife conservation and to do work silently to protect the wild of India. Her selflessness and iron will to make a stand for defenseless wildlife of India is evident in her innovative work for futuristic wildlife technology. She brings that passion to wildlife of India and is the toughest vet who dares things you will never dare, often stereotyped as a woman. Whereas Dr. Yuvraj is a well-known wildlife veterinarian, conservationist, wildlife biologist, and has been working for wildlife protection and conservation for more than 20 years, and his work is revolutionary in the wildlife conservation of indigenous endangered species of India.
Leopard-human conflict is one of the complex situations wherein the life of the human as well as the leopard is at risk. We started our silent research and development 5 years back to understand the various patterns of the leopard-human conflicts, all the attacks patterns, the approach of the forest guard towards such kind of the conflicts. All data was been analyzed, a brainstorming was done, and with this we have come up with the innovative idea of how to approach the leopard-human conflicts in future.
The disadvantages of conventional way of leopard-human conflicts management were absence of well-equipped wildlife rescue vehicle for rescue operations, absence of on-site operation theater to provide immediate veterinary medical care to injured wildlife, absence of competent and trained rescue officials to deal with leopard-human conflicts. Safe handling of wildlife is not given consideration. During the release, leopard counterattacks the rescuers. With a goal to mitigate leopard-human conflicts in and around Sanjay Gandhi National Park, Wildlife Rescue Ambulance was conceptualized and designed by Dr. Madhurita Gupta and Dr. Yuvraj, keeping in mind the safety of forest guards, rescue team of SGNP, and most importantly, the safety of leopards by minimizing the manual interventions during the rescue of the leopards.
मी गोरेगाव फिल्म सिटी जवळ राहते. मी लहानपणापासून बिबट्या आणि वाघाला बघत आले. याच्यासाठी वन विभागाने काय तर केला पाहिजे.
We did some kind of research work and we found that there is no facility available for the animal rescue. The best thing of this particular project is that it is a integrated vehicle. The efforts put by my vets in designing and developing this particular vehicle is like I can't explain that. It's really commendable.
These types of ambulance will be definitely helpful in controlling the man-animal conflict, saving the lives of not only the leopard but also the forest owl.
The collaborative and scientific work results of wildlife veterinarians couple came out of revolutionary, modern and smart for leopard-human conflicts mitigation. The Wildlife Rescue Ambulance today is the biggest scientific breakthrough that will change the traditional way of approach for management and mitigation of leopard-human conflicts globally, and the insight in Wildlife Rescue Ambulance will provide intriguing answers to leopard-human conflicts.
Always we need a vehicle whenever there is some wildlife emergency, and where we lack is to get a very state-of-art rescue van. So whatever the animal may be, a small mammal or a large mammal like tiger also or leopard also, this van is very useful. And I'm sure because of the state-of-art vehicle, I think our name, that will, Maharashtra's name, will go on the international level. It is the state-of-art wildlife rescue ambulance which has been given to the wildlife wing of the Maharashtra.
At such technologies at your disposal, the possibilities are unlimited for safe rescue of wildlife during conflicts and is a science and invention for the future of wildlife conservation. This innovative project has changed the world by demonstrating that conflict can be handled occurring between people and wildlife. Wildlife Rescue Ambulance was designed keeping in mind the mitigation of leopard-human conflicts, on-site education and awareness of the community during leopard-human conflicts in India by building positive attitude towards wildlife conservation.
So for the upgradation of this rescue van, my vet's charitable trust certainly helped us in designing the entire concept, and in a way they were the instrumental in designing it and modifying the things, and they have done good work.
This is the world's first wildlife rescue ambulance developed by MyVet's Charitable Trust and Research Center in association with Tata Trust and Sanjay Gandhi National Park for leopard-human conflict mitigation. Our mission is to be the most effective wildlife organization in the world through the delivery of outstanding outcome-based projects. As a wildlife warrior in the country, we have been together supporting the projects, defending the existence of endangered, threatened and the vulnerable species of India. Wildlife Rescue Ambulance for Leopard-Human Conflict Mitigation comes with a unique concept of horizontal treatment table with a vertical trap cage. This operation table will be utilized for the accidental cases of the wildlife on the roads to provide them the emergency veterinary cover and the care which is required in the golden hour of the accidents to save the wildlife system. And then there are the drawers provided here for keeping all the rescue equipments during the rescue operations if the forest department is going for a leopard-human conflict. So the headgears, then the ropes, the batons, then the ladders, everything, torch, binoculars, everything is provided in here. Then these compartments are provided to keep the additional equipments here and the medications which is required for the operations or the treatment of the leopards. And there are additional compartments here as well to provide the medications to the big cat. And if you see here, we have also provided them with the oxygen cylinders.
Earlier, rescuing of wild animals was a very difficult job. It was not only difficult, it was even dangerous to the person who's rescuing. So this idea, the germ of the idea took up when MyVets thought of keeping the animal as well as the person who's rescuing it safe. This wildlife rescue ambulance was also utilized by us for bringing in a tiger named Bijli from Pench to Sanjay Gandhi National Park over a distance of about nearly 900 kilometers. I thank and I commend Dr. Madhurita and Yuvraj for having done a good job.
So with this smart, advanced and the multi-operational friendly technology, we stand #1 in Maharashtra to tackle any kind of leopard-human conflicts. And if implemented in other national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, they will be able to tackle any kind of leopard-human conflicts with this wildlife rescue ambulance, which can also attend the accidental cases of wildlife, because road killing of wildlife is the most common cases of wildlife dying on the road. So we are completely aiding to the wildlife conservation with the wildlife rescue ambulance.
Hydraulic system for lifting the animal in the cage. The major task for the rescue team is to load and unload the trap cage from the van. Hydraulic system will reduce the manual lifting of big and physical injuries to rescue team, as well as it will reduce the stress of animal during loading and unloading. Release operation. During the study of Dr. Madhurita, it was noted that the release operation is also one of the major tasks for the forest frontiers. In many past incidences were recorded wherein the fatal leopard attacks were recorded during the release operation. Thus, they have developed the unique technology for release operation, wherein they can ensure the safety of the leopard as well as the forest frontiers, and the release of leopards is operated from within the wildlife rescue ambulance. This public addressable system can be used during the leopard-human conflict for addressing the gathered public and others, for giving them the instructions during the rescue operation. Education and awareness to general public. Before reaching at site, the animals escape back in the forest. During such cases, the wildlife rescue ambulance can be used to educate the general public regarding do's and don'ts during such circumstances, and minimizes the casualty during man-animal conflicts. As long as the committed conservationists and wildlife veterinarians and wildlife scientists like Dr. Gupta and Dr. Yuvraj are here, we know the leopards and the forest frontiers will be safe, as the versatility in their innovation for wildlife conservation is scientifically backed. With this first world's innovative breakthrough in wildlife technology, we are sure the preservation of the endangered species will be in safe hands and will resolve many of the conflicts between wildlife and humans, protect the environment and global conservation of wildlife, which will lead to a more peaceful and harmonious life for all.
With this invention, we are very much thankful to the Sanjay Gandhi National Park authorities, Maharashtra State Forest Department, and Shri Ratan Tata, as well as Tata Trust, for believing in our innovation, invention, and the newest technology for the wildlife conservation in India. Without this dream would not have become the reality. And now with this technology, we stand number one in the world to tackle the leopard-human conflicts and the wildlife-human conflicts globally.
And I hope we'll continue our invention for the conservation of the wildlife in India as well as at the global level.